Hello, welcome back, regular viewer and loyal subscriber, to week 144. We are in orbit around the planet Itron, having just liberated it from the Urigan Directorate. We've had a few easy missions, albeit, constrained by some operational differences, because they were story missions as opposed to the random ones. Our funds are okay. We're at 8 months in the bank. We don't have a story mission to pursue yet, but we do have a number of different missions in this particular system that we can undertake. But before we do that, we're going to head for the store and have a look at the kind of things that we might buy here now we've liberated the planet. So, we're not going to be buying bits of mechs at the moment. We're looking for special weapons. A bonus flame with additional damage, heat damage, is not a bad thing, and 27 grand is very cheap. I'm going to pick that up.
New weapon systems available.
We've got an arm mod, which adds to melee damage. We're not doing a huge amount of melee, so I'm not going to be taking that at this time. 100 grand's worth with an injury resistance for 0 tons, just a single slot. I think that's very much worthwhile. I'll take that.
New equipment available.
Got a leg mod there, 4 tons for reducing DFA. Again, DFA is not really a tactic I do unless it's kind of the last mech on the field and I'm piloting a Highlander, so I don't think that's worthwhile. I know it's going to be expensive, but let's have a look in the black market. Grasshopper's a lovely mech. All of these energy slots and all of these support slots with a moderately speedy, jump-capable frame. The Grasshopper's one of the best mechs in the games, and certainly the kind of thing we'll be aiming for, but there's only one piece here, and 9.5 million C-bills, not something I can stretch to. We've got a 3-star LRM-10 here. It's the bonus crit chance and bonus stability damage, which I don't think is sufficient to justify the cost of 2.2 million C-bills. PPC, bonus accuracy. Again, I don't think that's worth the cost. SRM6, 2+. Now, this is a different matter. A +4 damage per missile SRM6 launcher, 3 tons, it's 1.5 million C-bills, it's a huge amount. Oh, we've got the comms system which gives us bonus resolve game. Again, 0 tons, so it's an easy add-on if you've got a slot to pop it in. And that's 3.5 million. So I could spend 3.5 and 1.5, 5 million out of our 5.5 million, which will take us down to 1 month remaining. So what I'm going to do is buy the SRM6 2+.
New weapon systems available.
We're going to mount it in one of the mechs that we regularly use. So perhaps the Thunderbolt. So let's go for the refit here in the Thunderbolt and take one of the SRM6s out and pop the SRM6++ in. Only takes a day to swap that out, but it just adds additional punch to the T-bolt. Okay. And I was thinking about moving the secondary Orion, the 1V, to a different configuration. It's got three missile slots in here, and either 3 LRM-15s might be a more interesting config. Let's give it a go and see what it looks like. So for the moment, let's take out the 10 and the 20 and the large laser. And in that, let's look at 15s for the moment. We don't have any plus LRM 15s. Let's take out the heat sinks. So we've got 3 LRM 15s with 4 LRM ammos in the bins. I think I might need an additional ammo in here. So let's have a look at that. Packing everything in the legs here, which may not be a good idea. I might want to spread it out instead, but for the moment it will do okay, and we'll see what that looks like. That's a 9-100, that's a 5-day fix.
On it.
So in the meantime, we've got the 1K, which only has 2 missile slots, and what we can do there now is replace one of these 20s with the plus LRM-20 that has released. And we can keep an eye out for the second LRM-20 plus if we can, to replace that. So that'll do for the moment. That's a 2-day fix. So we've got some.
I'll get it in the schedule.
We've got some work to do here. So let's have a look at how to do that efficiently. We've got 2 in a single day. We'll bump the Orion up for the 2-day timer, and then after this 4-day we'll probably do a mission, and we should be okay. So let's advance time 4 days. There we go. Now let's go to the command center and see what contracts are around. Right, 3.5, 4, 3.5, 5, 4.5, 4.5. Okay, so we've got 3.5, 1.2 mil with 523. That's an escort mission in Polar. Okay, it's against the pirates. And it's either that one or a battle in the lowlands against the Taurians. I'm going to go for this one. We haven't done an escort mission for a while. 313 or 418. I need the money at the moment, so we're going to keep it in the middle for the moment. So Thunderbolt, Highlander, Firestarter, Orion. Do we want the Firestarter? Well, an escort mission, having that speed on your side is often a good idea. So yes, I have no problem doing that. We shouldn't have much in the way of heat issues. So let's rock and roll. An ally of the local pirate organisation here in Itrom stands accused of a long list of illegal, unethical and deplorable activities in that order. Proof of her guilt was being transported to a spaceport for safekeeping off-planet when it was attacked by unidentified mercenary forces. The convoy narrowly escaped. We need you to protect it while we arrange for a dropship to pick it up.
Command interface initiated.
We have friendly units in danger, Commander. Move to intercept them and provide support. Get them to safety, keep them intact. Get out of there when it's done.
Should have brought a coat.
Didn't you bring a coat, Medusa? Oh, poor you. Right, well, let you get up and have a look over the facility.
Roger.
Nothing?
Got it.
Uh-huh.
Got an interesting power array here. What would you call it? A pylon, I think. Now, interesting fact in the United Kingdom, but possibly most other places that use alternating current, is that the number of wires that go through a pylon, well, I say interesting to me, will always be a factor of 3 plus 1. Because each wire that's going in one direction from the power station to a property like this radar station here will carry one of 3 phases of electricity that when you sum them up total an average of 0. So you have 3 sinusoidal waves just out of step by a small percentage, and when you combine them, then those sinusoidal waves, when you add them up, should equal a very, very small amount of variance. The return wire is thus the sum of those. So when they're transmitting power out to properties over the pylons, it will use 3 wires, and then you'll have 1 wire to aggregate all of the circuit and connect back to the power station. So you'd have a factor of 3 plus 1. So you'll often see them with 3 and 1, so 4, or 6 and 1, so 7, or 9 and 1, or 12 and 1, as you see them around the country. Have a look and see if you can confirm that. Or not. I don't mind. Won't cost me anything.
Copy that.
I just found that interesting. Right, and
Engaging jump jets.
right, let's take the fire starter down the road. And probably do the same for the Orion. Right, let's see. Can we anticipate where the team are going? So, once we pop the hex here, we are likely to see friendly units possibly coming out here and down this ramp, probably onto this road, and then they'll take this sinuous route through the wilderness and possibly extract over here somewhere. So we're going to need to move the party from where they are over to the right to intercept any enemies. So I don't think it'll be easy for the enemy to attack. Maybe from over here. Just have to be a bit careful of that. So Medusa, you come down.
Move order received.
Jabberwock, probably jumping.
Engaging jump jets.
Decker, I'm going to move you all the way forward. Just to get
Confirmed.
a sensor array in early position. Similarly with the Orion, it's possible we'll be able to take this route over the mountain. In the meantime, I'm going to pop this capture zone with the Thunderbolt. Sorry about the building. My fault entirely. And Jabberwock.
Moving to position.
Right, so our forces are arrayed in a line. I'm receiving word from the convoy. You've secured the area around their position and they are making their way towards the extraction point. Keep in mind the convoy will try to steer near you. Continue advancing to get them to the extract point. Right, so there they are. Our beautiful things we're escorting in a lovely colour scheme. Sleipnir APCs. Sleipnir, of course, the name of Odin's horse from Norse mythology. I don't know why I said dwarfs, I was thinking of dwarf, clearly. Varga. I don't know what Varga is, so I might have to look that up. So the Sleipnir is a special one, and that's got 405 armour. These have 862, so they're much more potent. But they're all armed with dual medium lasers and some machine guns. Right, now we saw enemies. It's a 45-ton mech, probably Cicada, out here. There's one here, a 70-ton. Slower. Will come over the line here so the Highlander can move to intercept that. Anything else in range that I can see? No. Okay. Right, so Medusa, you have escort duty. If you can jump over here for me, just to get things set up. I could come all the way down here. What I might do is see if I can see any extra signals. Yeah. Is that a 45? Okay, so we've got 3 45-ton mechs and a 70 up front here. They're widely dispersed, so they can't really support each other very well. So I think I'm going to bring the Orion. I want the Orion central really, so I can bombard in either direction. So I'm just going to leave it here for the moment.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Okay, now let's see where we are. Decker can move first if I want him to, or he's well evasive here, hidden in the forest. This is probably not that dangerous a mech, so I'm going to reserve him.
Waiting for the shot.
Oh, blackjacks, huh? Well, there we go. So with Decker with his
Standing by.
rear armour exposed, I think what we're going to do is jump over here and just shoot this guy in the back.
Copy that.
Yeah, I've got another blackjack. Okay, I'm not going to use the flamers for the moment. Now the blackjacks have AC2 ammo in the centre torso and only 45 armour protecting them. So I might, if I'm lucky, be able to pop this guy in one shot in the centre torso rear.
Target lock on enemy 6.
No, we got through to structure, but it didn't touch off the ammo. He's only got 1 medium laser's worth of armour in the back there. So with nobody else exposed, we're just going to reserve down. Let's get the allies moving. It's annoying the Sleipnir went first because they're now in a traffic jam. So he just legged it over the top of the hill. Interesting. Okay. So that gives us carte blanche to just walk up to the ridge here. I suppose I could jump so I can get into cover.
Engaging jump jets.
What have we got here? Got a Cataphract, the 1X. Nice mech, the Cataphract, slightly imbalanced. Got the PPC, the AC-10 as its primary weapons with quad medium lasers. Relatively slow, only modest armour for its size. This mech is much improved by having Starlink technology available, making a much more potent design. But no, I like the mech. Recommended. But in this case, I've got him on his left-hand side, medium laser. So this is his shield arm really here. But we'll give him some grief. It's in 40% damage reduction. So if I am going to spam missiles, I want to be using my breaching shot.
Waiting for orders.
So I can only see 3 enemies. If I move over here, okay,
Receiving you.
maybe I can move Medusa to get a shot on. No. Okay, so Medusa's just going to be probably reserving down here. I might jumping forward, but he needs to be looking after the convoy for the moment.
Good to go.
Right, so I'm going to attack this chap, but I'm only going to use 1 rack of missiles to get the breaching shot.
Got it.
Right.
What's up, boss?
So I'm going to jump here. I will still get a rear quarter shot.
Affirmative.
And I should have good defense. Use precision strike again and just go through the rear here.
Firing at enemy 6. We can salvage that.
Not much of it. Whee! Okay, blackjacks for days. Fabulous. Quite heavily armed, the blackjacks, but they're not particularly well armoured, so I don't have a particular worry.
I hear ya.
Gosh. I'll tell you what, let's multi-target. Do that, and he's not in cover, we'll do him. And let's go.
Line them up and I'll shoot them down,
Of course,
Commander.
cover doesn't matter because she's got breaching shot. Oh, that's my fault. Here goes the cataphract. Interesting. They are not shooting at me. And that's interesting.
Waiting for orders.
I'd have thought it'd be something they'd want to do. Right, hopefully I'm
Here we go.
far enough forward that the allies will be able to path around me and along the road. Yeah, looks like it. Oh dear. Just took the old lamppost down. Seem to have lost a bit of audio. Maybe it's my headphones. Yeah, I think these headphones are a bit old. Right. So I've got good shots on his left-hand side again. Or we could just take these guys out. Or indeed, we could split fire. I think just keeping the blackjack honest with a single shot will work for me. Or maybe the Gauss rifle. Yeah, just to get that percentage chance. Off we go.
Engaging multiple targets.
Just the look of that Gauss rifle. I love the Gauss cannon. It's just amazing. These guys seem to be successfully navigating to the road. I'm pleased the Vargas seem to be moving before the Sleipnir.
Let's hit him hard.
Right, Deco, it's your next target.
Receiving you.
It's going to be this guy. Can we get closer with a sprint? Maybe. I think it'll be better if you jump through the forest here.
Up high.
Then we can sensor lock someone. These guys are going to be moving first, so what I'll do, I'll sensor lock the cataphract.
I've got a sensor lock.
Warning.
Oh,
Detecting mech warrior injury.
yeah, of course. So a pilot and the defender and a pilot. Fine.
Standing by.
Right, let's clear the enemy.
Engaging jump jet.
We can go back and collect the other chaps if we need to. Right, your left torso is pretty done. Nothing in the centre. Trying to get rid of that AC-10 might prove to be valuable, so let me do that. So let's hit you there. 50-50. Let's go.
Let's see the light.
Hit the AC-10 ammo. Got rid of the torso. That's all of its primary weapons and its ammunition destroyed. Slepnir's caught up with the Vargas. Okay, good news. What have you got left? 2 medium lasers. You are only a threat in brawling now.
Waiting on you, Commander.
So, got 2 RM20s. Where do I want to place them? I think we have to still take this guy down first. You made a good deal of movement on the road there, that's very good. Ow.
Come on, send me a real mech warrior.
Right. You've just opened up your back to me, okay, but your back is probably more armoured than your front at the moment. Although, yeah, well, you haven't got much in the back here, have you? Got 70 points, and I can do that in 3 small lasers. So maybe again, I can position it. That I'm going to do is split shot. You in the back, you in the front, and we'll just do the same as we did last time. Here we go.
Engaging multiple targets.
Dead. Just press the space bar to speed these guys through to their animation, because they can move quite slowly otherwise. Right,
Ready for orders.
I'd like to get you in range of these guys if I can. Oh, I can get a rear quarter hit on you. No, I'll put him in range of this guy for brawling, but that's just too good a chance not to take that. He hasn't got much heat, and I'm not worried about it.
Putting one in the back.
No ammo. Trigger. He's not shooting. They run out of ammo. It just feels like they ought to be shooting more than they are.
What can I do for you?
We might as well move you along with the
Moving out.
convoy. We'll multi-shot you, one each. Have fun.
You get a headshot, and you get a headshot.
Not with missiles, probably not anyway. He's unsteady. Sleipnir moves up, and that's good. No, not moved, even slightly.
Orders.
Well, let's just step through here and we'll take these guys on face to face. I'm quite confident. So, who are we going to do first? I'm going to leave him for Decker. I think it's you who has the centre of my attention. We don't have very good shots here, and you've got damage reduction in spades, so I'm just going to aim for the middle.
Firing. All weapons.
It's left you 46 in the middle. Right, more split fire shenanigans.
Engaging multiple targets.
Ooh. Now, we're anticipating enemy reinforcements, but I don't know where they might spring from, so we have to be aware these blackjacks won't be around for too much longer. So, I'm going to attack this guy in the back. I'm not going to overheat him, there's no point.
Heading out.
This is what the fire starter was made for.
Physical attack.
And now the lasers. Nice.
That hit something good.
I think the Thunderbolt can take some of this stuff. How are you looking? You are in serious trouble.
What do you need?
Might just stay exactly where I am. You are in trouble. Have fun.
All weapons fired.
Got the AC2 ammo, there it goes.
Enemy down.
I hear ya.
Well, he's in forest, so I'm not going to worry too much. I'm just going to keep moving along with the convoy and hit him with just a
I read you,
singleton.
Commander. Moving out.
So we'll turn that one off and fire.
Roger that. Firing on target.
You going to join in the fun? Pew pew! Yeah, good job. Okay. So, there doesn't seem to be any reinforcements. Maybe they'll appear. So let's get the Highlander into a more central position. And brace. Yeah, the convoy's getting a bit spread out now, which is non-useful. As the attack surface area for enemies coming in is getting quite wide. So I'm going to sprint the Thunderbolt forwards.
On my way.
The Highlander can come up here to get decent
Engaging jump
sniping shots if necessary. Decker is the fastest mech we have, can run forward. We extend our sensors nets as far as we can. Glitch just has the rear, so I'll just pop her up in the mountains
You
here.
betcha.
And our allies will kind of figure out how they're going to drive down the road. 1. More contacts.
You're in position, Commander. Hold your ground until the package is on its way.
Now he zoomed over here when he said more reinforcements are on their way. So maybe they'll be coming down the road here. Decker should be able to sniff it out. Come on, Vargas, catch up. Slepnia.
Orders? Roger that.
Right, we've got contacts up in the mountains. Whoa! Okay. 2 enemies here. 50 and a 45, so medium lance. The Centurion, Blackjack. Okay, so this should be quite entertaining. So let's get the Thunderbolt forwards.
On my way.
I think I'm just going to leave the Highlander up here and snipe from position.
Good to go.
Glitch probably similarly, but if I move I can bombard them. And why not? I can't bombard them, of course, it's the pre... let's just brace.
Mess them up. Mess them up good.
Unfortunately the Leopards can't shoot their weapons when they're on the ground, otherwise they would have a hell of a time trying to assault this place. Right, Decker.
Yes, Commander.
What can you tell me about these guys? Right, medium lasers in the torso. The AC-10 ammo in the right torso. It's only got 30 points protecting it. That's a very dangerous weapon. If I can take those out, that would be good. We already know about the Blackjack. We don't know who these guys are. But I think if I can get behind them... Okay, they could brawl me, but...
Jumping.
C'est la vie. And I'm going to precision strike the Centurion, and I'm going to go for the right torso here. I might flame him just to get a little bit of extra damage, but he's not an overheating kind of mech. No, there's probably no point. Oh no, might as well have it. I've got 4 shots, come on.
Affirmative.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Got rid of that AC-10. Got an Enforcer. It's a decent standoff fighter, the Enforcer, so I want to make sure. Sounded like 2 AC2s, so probably another Blackjack. I want to make sure they're not engaging the dropship over here. This mountain gives them visual cover. So with Decker engaging them here, I need to get Decker some support.
Ready for orders.
So being able to get in range of shooting is going to make a lot of difference.
Lifting off.
Got just enough mobility in the Thunderbolt to make a difference here. Right, let's put some pressure on this guy. the extra damage the SRM-6++ is already counting, adding to the Thunderbolt's attack capability. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. If I can find another one, and then some bonus damage medium lasers, that Thunderbolt is going to be a beast. This is lucky. Look, what was that?
Waiting for orders. Got it.
Right. Let's give these guys some things to think about. Off again.
No problem. I've got enough guns for everyone.
I just want to make sure that Enforcer concentrates on us on this side of the valley rather than crossing the ridge. There he goes.
Gotcha.
Good job, Glitch. Now, have I got any shots? I have. This will be a corker if I can pick this off at this range. It's not very likely, but... Oh!
Enemy mech destroyed.
Oh, that worth it. Oh dear, when it comes off. Come on, guys, hurry up. Right, Decker.
Waiting for orders.
We've all done a lot of good work there for you, so you just drop in behind this guy.
I copy.
And we'll try and go for the middle killing shot.
Giving him everything I've got.
Okay, we got through his structure, but didn't trigger the ammo. Blackjack's coming down. He is heading for this ridge line to get shots down on the vehicles. We can't allow that to happen.
Commander.
So Medusa, I'm going to have to ask you to come over here and engage him before he manages to do that. Probably not got very good shots in here, but we'll coolant vent and hit as many things as we can.
Watch my 6.
You're good, Medusa, although you're right, I didn't turn you properly to account for the attack there. That's my
Waiting
bad.
on you, Commander. Coordinates received.
Multi-target. You.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I don't... Oh, have I got a shot? I have got a shot. With the Gauss rifle. Well, let's take it.
Engaging target.
Oof.
Enemy mech critical damage detected.
Love it. That's the second unit in. Come on, guys. Get in the hex.
Give him everything you...
What was that?
Good to go.
Right, so I want you to melee him from the rear. That's going to be fine. Just hit him with everything.
Coordinates received. Oh.
Yeah, got him.
Tango down.
Good job, Decker.
Losing armor.
Yeah, but Medusa, I think he's the last one left.
Orders.
And I think you've got his number. Can't quite get. No. We can get you right inside, but that's going to be a lot. Just get in his face. It's fine. He's staggering. Right, so we've got the laser in there, we've got the other AC2 in this arm. Centre. I think it's just going to have to be middle, isn't it? Oh, come on.
What can I do for you?
Head down to support the
On my
convoy,
way.
killing their engines. Muppets.
All weapons are go!
Come on, last one. You can do it.
Show me your war face.
Ready for orders. Full speed, no target.
There we go. Right, you've got up. Can you get a shot on the vehicles? Oh, melee. Warning, Will Robinson. Ow. Medusa, what do you think of
Waiting for
that?
orders.
You don't think you want him to
On
do it
my
again? Yeah. I think he's in real serious trouble now. Might as well make this position.
Got the aim. Taking the shot.
That'll teach you.
Enemy down.
Good job. Objective secured.
Okay. Off you go. Bye. Okay.
Mission successful.
That was considerably easier than I expected it to be. I think we're going to have to, take it up to the next level, aren't we? Jabberwock got injured again. Not the end of the world. All of the mechs performed very well. Slight damage on the Thunderbolt, but nothing really. What do we have? Any interesting weapons? Nope. So we have Blackjacks, Cataphracts, Centurions, and Enforcers. Well, I like the Centurion if I can have another one of those. Cataphract's quite rare, I'll have one of those. I'm less enamoured with the Blackjack, but I'll take an Enforcer. Right, so we've now got 5 million in the bank. Want to go to the store and get the piece of black market equipment for 3.5 million.
New equipment available.
Okay. What we're now going to do is go to the mech bay. And we're going to install these things. So if the Highlander keeps getting shot in the head, we could put something in the head. So let's see what we can refit that with. Let's look at our equipment. We've got the cockpit mod, which might be worthwhile, or the comm system for resolve game. I'm just going to put the comm system in. It seems to make sense that the commander's mech has the comm system in place. Happy with that. And
Logged and noted.
let's have a look at the Firestarter. I think Firestarter has a simple rangefinder in, which just increases his view distance a little bit. Which is easily replaceable, but I might want to not do that. So I'll put the injury resist on Glitch's mech. She might be happy enough. So, equipment, cockpit mod, and confirm that.
On it. I'll let you know when that's
So just managing the tasks, we'll just pop the Highlander and the Orion up the work schedule. Advance the thing 2 days. 1, 2. And then next time we will do another mission that's available in Itron. And maybe take one of the more difficult ones. So either an attack and defend, which will be really difficult, or another escort mission. Maybe that should suggest a reconquest. Anyway, until then, thank you very much for joining me this time, and I'll see you later. Take care, bye.